Oh, what is up, everybody? Jaco here today. Just got a haircut, so I was like, you know what? Let me make a video because I got a haircut. No, not really, but yeah, I wanted to be in the video with the haircut. So, back with another video about my stupid HOA. The um, the HOA, yeah. Okay, so this HOA is not the same HOA as the other community. However, most of all HOAs are very annoying. So I had a couple issues. I'm in the same neighborhood, just a different place. So I'm having a bunch of issues right off the bat. But in the old place before I moved out, I had little issues like people complaining about my dogs barking. Today I found out that somebody complained that I installed a fence for installing a fence. So apparently one of my neighbors complained that a fence has been installed. Not sure how they knew if there was an approval process, but they complained that I installed a fence properly and the fence that was required in the HOA documents. So I sent an approval to the company. Haven't heard back from them in 3 weeks. This was like a year ago. And so I just had the fence installed. The fence was installed right. It was all by all the guidelines. It was on the survey. It was on the property line. Everything's good. So after I moved out of that place, they ended up, I didn't get a permit for it, so they had to apply for a permit. I had to pay money, a lot of money for that. So pretty much coming toward the end of my lease, they're like, oh, this fence was installed not properly. So I said, what is it? And there was an area pointing to my neighbor's fence. And I said, that's not my fence. And so the property manager of the leasing company, they're like, just remove the fence and you can take it to the other property. So now I have a guy who's taking out the fence to bring it to the other place. And so far I moved here and I got a list of complaints via email. I got complaints that I have too many cars for one person. They're all in my driveway. I don't get the problem. I have complaints that my car, you're not allowed to park in the street. Park in the street for 5 minutes so I can get another car out. Not only that, 100 other people park in the street. I got complaint that I'm running a business out of my house. That I have a training and chiropractic company out of my house, which I did before and I didn't, and I stopped doing it. That's besides the point. I changed the wording on my site and everything like that, so it's not a problem anymore, and I'm not training anybody in my house, so it doesn't really matter. So people found that out and complained about it. Let's see. Complained about the thing, the cars. Telling me that I have multiple people living in my house. I had my girlfriend here and we just broke up, so she's not longer living here. So I don't know what that's about. And then like there was a time I came home and there's an old man. Like, let me say this. I know there's a lot of old people that watch me, but some of you fucking old people just sit around to find shit to complain about. I'm in a family-oriented community, right? If you have the time, because you're unemployed and because you're collecting Social Security, to sit there and complain about what I'm doing, there's a problem, okay? So I was coming home from the gym with my girlfriend, and there's a guy waiting outside right in front of my property. He's like, you're not allowed to park blocking the sidewalk. Got out of the car. I showed him I could walk around without entering the street. So you just walk around the car. It's not my fault the sidewalk is dividing the driveway. There's the driveway, the sidewalk, and the rest of the driveway. So now I park my car on that little half, so I'm not blocking either. But just the way this guy was just sitting here to complain. He's like, I'm like, so you're telling me you can't walk around? He's like, no, that's against the rules. I'm like, really? You can't walk? I just showed you myself walking around. What's your deal? Then he's like, you're not allowed to put that type of trash out on this day. This is the Thursday trash. You can't. I'm like, motherfucking so annoying. So today, I got another email saying, oh, you didn't install that fence, did you? Because if you install that fence without HOA approval and a permit, there's going to be a problem and we're going to terminate your lease. So it's just one shit after another. So I told the guy that I hired who put the fence in, who's taking it out, who I'm paying, to put the fence in the garage because we're not allowed to lay it in the back of the property because it can't sit there. So put it in the garage until I get the approval and the permit, and we'll go from there. So another thing is like, apparently my realtor and the realtor of the house, the property, whatever. So apparently I have to put in a new application with the HOA for another fucking house in the same community. So not that I have to pay the same $500 security deposit, but I got to fill another application, which I did, which I turned in, and they're like, the property manager's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the board and have a complaint about you because there's no thing sent in. And just like he's like, oh, I didn't get any email of your approval process for the original fence. I said, I sent it in. That's not my fault you didn't apply. He's like, I can find the email in 3 seconds. There's no way you sent it. I said, so what you're doing is you call me a liar. I said to him, how about you fix the damn bumps in the damn community my car drives over and you're breaking down my damn car with all these bumps. He's like, well, we're not allowed to pave the community until all the houses fell or something like that. I'm like, dude, it's been 4 years. I busted my ass on a bicycle like 6 months ago, bleeding on my shoulder, bleeding everywhere. I sent him in pictures. He's like, oh, if you got a complaint about that, send it to Lennar. Dude, it's like I can't, everywhere I go, there's a problem with the HOA. Like I'm luckily, I take my dogs out 2 at a time now, and they didn't find out I got 4 dogs. God for fucking bit, they'll kick me out of here. So it's just one thing after another, and it's annoying because I want a fence to let the dogs out. Not only that, I don't like this neighbor. Like I moved to a place where there was a older couple in the back that literally sat outside all day with their plants and watering their plants. Like I'm not bashing all old people, but if you have so much time that you can spend more time in your backyard than inside your house, this isn't paradise. It's South Florida. We're not in Hawaii here. You're not looking at an ocean. You're not looking at a California view. So it's just frustrating. So this time I take my dogs out in the morning and there's nobody out there. All of a sudden one of my dogs bark and this guy comes out. He feels like watering his plants. Then my dogs continue to bark. And I have to say, hey guys, shut up, please, shut up. Because I know that this asshole is going to go outside, make my dogs bark, and then report him. So then, the other afternoon, this guy's out here with like a telescope looking at the stars or something. I don't know what the hell he was doing. There was a thing going, I don't know if he was recording me or what. It was just a creepy situation. I mean, if you move to an HOA community, it's so crazy that I have so many incidents with other things related, like super loud trucks driving by, teenagers at the clubhouse drunk partying at 12 o'clock at night, a neighbor kid threatening me multiple times that I'm going to die or go to jail or whatever. But no, the guy who puts up the fence is the problem. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So that's my video. Hope you all have a great day. I mean, if you're thinking about moving into an HOA community, I'm warning you, be very careful. I'm Jake. Hope y'all have a great day. Take care.